The night of the fight, they weigh like a 20, 18 pounds more than you. It's difficult. It's more difficult, but my power is there. If you hear the punches, my power is different.
Yeah.
Going up 2 weight classes, really like 3. And early, I feel Terrence will have great success. I mean, maybe he'll get Canelo's head snapped back or, catch Canelo early.
Are great fighters, but I think Canelo's just too big, and they mistake him as being just a guy at 168, not a regular guy, and Crawford being the more talented. But that's not the case.
Canelo Alvarez responds to Terrence Crawford's latest training footage with measured respect, recognizing the slick, calculated style reminiscent of Floyd Mayweather and acknowledging the discipline behind Crawford's preparation. However, Canelo remains unfazed and confident in his own abilities, firmly stating that while Crawford's skill and power are undeniable, they are not enough to intimidate him. With determination, Canelo asserts that he's ready to dominate once again and prove his superiority in the ring.
Good, because first of all is the respect. If they treat you with respect, you do the same thing. And that's what I think. So, and I'm always try to do my best there. Not because I need it or because I need to, because I really appreciate everything.
Yeah, look, and you've been fighting pro now for what, more than 17 years, I believe.
Almost 20.
Wow, yeah, almost 20 years.
In October.
Wow.
I turned 20 years as professional fighter.
Analysts often highlight a key difference between Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez in how their opponent approached them. Crawford, celebrated for his technical brilliance and adaptability, typically faces fighters who stand their ground, respecting his timing and counterpunching without retreating across the ring. In contrast, Canelo's presence alters the dynamic. Opponents frequently resort to circling, excessive movement, and survival tactics, fully aware that his power punches can shift a fight instantly. This stark contrast, experts argue, reflects Canelo's fearsome reputation, with his shots carrying both physical impact and psychological weight, often putting opponents on the defensive before the first punch is even thrown. Ultimately, this distinction adds to the stylistic intrigue of potential clash between the two. Crawford excels when opponents engage, while Canelo dominates when his relentless pressure and power erode their will.
I ain't even seen Gamboa run from Terrence. As a matter of fact, I ain't even seen Victor Postal run from Terrence. We ain't seen Madrimov in his last fight run from Terrence but Crawford. But we do see people running away from Canelo Alvarez. People not trying to commit to Canelo Alvarez. We seen it with William Skull. Dude was just as cut up as anybody in the sport of boxing. Mother ever was running. The Cuban style, running. We already know that the Cuban school, man, they highly respected in the sport of boxing. He was running. Jamel Charlo, Iron Man Charlo. I ain't gonna say he wasn't running, but he wasn't committed. He wasn't committed the way that he was committed in the 154-pound division when he was knocking everybody else to get his titles, right? It was very uncharacteristic from Iron Man Jamel Charlo, a knockout artist, right? I'm gonna tell you like this, even Dimitri Bivol was going at it with Canelo Alvarez. 1-2, but he was jumping right back out. Jumping right back out. He beat him in the style that Dimitri Bivol beat him. But it's not like he went out there and had that killer instinct and go for the gusto and stuff like that with Canelo Alvarez. He wasn't just trying to go out there and get him. He was beep, 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 jump back out, jump back out, beep, beep, jump back out. Hold on, I don't want to stay in the danger zone, right? Even though that he beat Canelo Alvarez, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Edgar Berlanga. We seen Edgar Berlanga using his footwork. We seen Edgar Berlanga using his footwork and stuff like that, right? He made a good account of himself, but he didn't commit that the way he was committing versus Mantequilla and all his opponents, because Canelo Alvarez is different. Canelo Alvarez is dangerous. And I've been hearing, of course, a lot of people saying that Bud Crawford is dangerous, but ain't nobody. I never saw nobody that fought Terrence Bud Crawford had fear in their heart, fear in their eyes. Even when they was getting beat down from Terrence Bud Crawford, they still stepped to Terrence Bud Crawford.
Canelo Alvarez's sparring partners, having experienced his power firsthand, offer a unique and grounded perspective in the debate. One sparring partner voiced clear skepticism about Terrence Crawford's chances, questioning whether Crawford can effectively carry the extra weight. The concern stems from experience. Canelo has faced and defeated naturally bigger fighters, including light heavyweights, while Crawford is stepping into uncharted territory. Though added muscle might boost Crawford's strength, it also carries the risk of slowing him down, which could be detrimental for a fighter whose speed and precision are key to his success. The sparring partner's opinion highlights a broader concern. Regardless of Crawford's skill level, the physical demands of moving up in weight against a powerful and seasoned puncher like Canelo might be too much to overcome.
I think Canelo's gonna win, but I tell everybody, man, as a business standpoint, I think it's gonna be a draw if it goes a distance. But I see Canelo getting the stoppage. I don't think Crawford's gonna carry that weight well. Even if he did put on weight, I don't think that was a good idea, especially coming up from a smaller guy. But it's gonna be a great fight. Two brains in the ring. It's gonna be a good fight.
Fernando Vargas, former world champion and a revered figure in Mexican boxing, has made his position clear. Mexico needs Canelo Alvarez to win. To Vargas, Canelo is more than just an elite fighter. He embodies national pride and carries a torch passed down by legends like Julio Cesar Chavez. His victories represent not only personal glory but a deeper cultural significance for fans who view him as a current face of Mexican boxing. While Vargas acknowledges Terrence Crawford's brilliance, he emphasizes the emotional weight of the moment. With the eyes of the boxing world fixed on this showdown, Vargas believes Canelo must rise to the occasion and deliver a victory, not just for himself, but for the pride and legacy of his country.
You know what's crazy is, I'm a big Crawford fan as well. Like, every time he sees me and my brothers and my dad at fights, he comes out of his way, shakes our hand. It's all respect. But I just feel the weight's a little too much, Marcos. I feel going up 2 weight classes really like 3. And early, I feel Terrence will have great success. I mean, maybe he'll get Canelo's head snapped back or, catch Canelo early. Maybe I could see Terrence Crawford go southpaw because you see Canelo has had a bit of problems with southpaws. You could see Canelo, I could see him getting frustrated, picking him up like how he does, like when he gets frustrated. But I say 6th, 7th, 8th round on up, I think he'll figure him out. And we need Canelo to get a stoppage, if not get a get a knockout. I think it'll be great for Mexico and it'll be great for Razas. But I got Canelo, coming out with the victory.